Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to some more weight loss stories. If you're new here, please tap that subscribe button below for more weight loss stories and to join our awesome community, the Narwhals. What you ate yesterday, it doesn't matter. You want pizza, you order it and say to yourself, I'm only going to eat 3 slices, but you end up eating the full pizza anyway. Suddenly, you feel so guilty, you're well over your total daily energy expenditure and think you've earned your diet. So you eat a bit more. Frig it, you've already cheated, right? You wake up the next day, plagued with guilt. You're bloated and avoid the mirror. You know you shouldn't, but you step on the scale, plus 2.6 pounds. What have I done? You're disappointed and in shock. You turn to food to make you feel better. You'll get back on track tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and the same again. A week down the line, you haven't counted a single calorie and have avoided the scale. You feel disappointed, guilty, demotivated. It takes you another week to finally get back on the bandwagon. You haven't just taken a step back in weight loss, but your mental state has suffered too. Or, in an alternate universe, you want pizza. You order it and say to yourself, I'm only going to eat 3 slices, but you end up eating the full pizza anyway. You enjoy it because it tastes damn good, and you don't remember the last time you had even a slice. You drink your water and go to sleep. You don't weigh yourself that morning. You know not to because of the salt content and food weight. You eat like normal, maybe less if you aren't as hungry. You stick to your usual exercise, maybe a bit more intense if you want to sweat, but hey, you don't have to. After all, exercise isn't punishment for eating. The absolute worst case is you wait 3 days to reach your goal weight. That's it. You're probably better off mentally too. I struggle a lot with this, and not everyone does, but I also know it isn't just me either. I'm learning to include foods I love in my diet in moderation and not feel guilty. Your diet has to be sustainable for you. When I eat foods I associate with cheating, I think it's ruined my progress and say frig it. In reality, it hasn't ruined anything until I give into that unhealthy frig it mentality. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday, it matters what you do today. If you start today, you can't be any worse off than you were yesterday. Remember that. It can only get better if you start now. I know carrots have less calories than a friggin' cake. I'm so sick of people telling me to just stop eating bad food or just go for a run, or if you eat more fruit and less cake, you'll lose weight. Yes, I know. I know that cake, chocolate, McDonald's, and fast food has more calories. I know this information. I'm obese and not an imbecile. I'm just so tired of people not understanding how hard I find it. For some people, it's hard to not have 1 slice of cake. For me, it's hard not to binge eat the whole cake. I'm at the start of my journey and I truly believe I will get over this, but I'm so tired of people who have never been obese assuming they understand how you get to this point. Some people get addicted to alcohol or cigarettes or other things or mechs, etc. But me, I feel like I'm addicted to binge eating. I always thought I was fat, so I didn't notice when I got fat. And there were very few pictures of me from the age of 9 until now because I've always hated the way I looked. I've also avoided swimming, day trips to water parks, and anywhere I knew that my mom would want to take pictures of me because I thought I was so huge. I was taller than most of my friends, girls and guys growing up, so I felt like I took up so much space. I can remember the last time I went shopping with a friend in high school because she was looking for size 0 jeans while I was looking for a size 6. And to me, that was horrifying, and I vowed never to shop with anyone ever again. I always thought I was fat, so when I eventually quit my high school sports, was in some bad situations, and started to eat my feelings, I didn't notice myself getting any bigger. I felt the same way about myself at 16 when I was 130 pounds as I do now at 23 at 230. But looking back, I know I didn't have to feel so ugly back then, and I feel sad for all the things I missed out on because I thought I didn't deserve it. And that's why today I'm starting again to try and get healthier and be more mindful of my thoughts, feelings, and emotional eating. I want to make up for all the lost time I spent thinking I was fat and then actually being fat. Thanks for reading. It takes 8 weeks to see your body change. Keep going. When I started this weight loss journey, I did everything right and diet and exercise consistently. I lost an average of 2 pounds or 1 kilo a week. Yes, I did have some plateaus where it took me almost 2 weeks to lose a kilo, but overall I stayed focused and kept losing because I kept working hard. The first weeks were hard mentally, changing my diet, making exercise a part of my daily life, and eating at a deficit. But the hardest part, looking at the mirror and not seeing any changes, just my perception, even if the clothes started getting looser and fitting. After 2 months of consistent effort and focus, I finally started recognizing change. The thing is, when you're at an obese or higher weight, losing 2 or 4 pounds is noticeable, but things are happening inside. You are still getting healthier. We need to trust the process, be patient, and work hard. You don't get fat in one day, nor skinny in one day. After 8 weeks, you will see the change not only on your body, but in your mind and your life. And take body measurements, try your goal clothes, and take progress pics. Just a friendly reminder that someone else's 5 pounds to lose is sometimes your 50. During a virtual meetup of friends, we discuss weight loss. Some of us are trying to lose, some not. As one friend expressed her desire to lose 5 pounds, another interjected, saying she was ridiculous, doesn't need to lose any weight. She is overweight. Not at any point did the friend who wants to lose 5 pounds express an insecurity of her weight, but would feel her best if she was 5 pounds less, get a little leaner. In no way did the friend who interjected have a right to decide what thinner friend should do with their body or why she should or should not lose it, and could have cooled it on the eye rolls. I have lost a tremendous amount of weight before, and gained obviously, and understand how hard it is to lose weight the thinner you get or are, and that there is a severe misconception of being thin equals healthy self-image, an unfortunate myth. So with that, please understand that everyone's start and finish is unique, and regardless of amount of weight wanted to lose or gain, it's a challenge for all of us. From 600 pounds down to 399. Fast food and soda were killing me slowly. I, 35 male, 6'1", slowly gained up to just shy of 600 pounds at 24 years old, before I realized I had to change or I would probably die. It's been a struggle over the last 10 years, ups and downs. I was able to cut fast food early on and started to cook more at home. And that was a fast 100 pounds gone just from cutting out fast food. The sweet tooth and depression eating had a death grip on me still, and after 8 years of me getting down to 410 or 420, I'd get closer to 500 again. And 2 years ago, I cut out soda and any other form of liquid sugar, and that was another big 40-pound drop pretty quick. And this year, I've continued to eat better in much smaller portions. Last Christmas, I was at 437 pounds. I found out 2 months ago that I was at 407 pounds when I went for a doctor's visit in October. That got me pumped to keep pushing and get back under 400 before the new year and to not stop there. I stepped on the scale today at the doctor's office to see 399. I know that I still have a lot of work to do, and I'm motivated even more now than ever before. I want to celebrate the small victory without food. Celebrating everything with food was an old habit, so I came here to celebrate instead. This sub has helped my motivation a ton. I thank you all. Today, I needed a seatbelt extender on a plane. Today is day 1 again. I was down to 285 pounds in late 2018, all the way down from 410. I lost the weight in about 18 months. Seco, I was feeling really good about my weight loss. Since that time, I've got a divorce, sold the only home I've ever owned, and gained 60 pounds of that weight back. I'm sitting typing this on a Southwest flight, embarrassed that I had to ask for a seatbelt extension. I could feel my face turning red as I sucked in my gut and tried my damnedest to buckle. I admitted defeat and asked for the belt. I know my face was still red because I was embarrassed, but major props to the Southwest attendant. He could tell this was not something I wanted to ask for and was very helpful and gracious. Anyway, I started feeling really crappy about getting the weight back and decided that wasn't going to do me any good. I'm still around 60 pounds down from my highest weight, and I've had a hell of a year and a half. I can either wallow in self-pity and gain everything back, or kick butt like I know I can and move forward. So that's what I'm doing. Today is day 1, 2.0. Thanks for the inspiration, folks. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our Reddit community. To join our Reddit community, just open the description below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories, and to join our friendly community, the narwhals. D. Chang says, 32 kilos down, 110 to 77 since end of December. A quick question, when to stop and go maintenance mode? Cami Beat says, first time posting here, October 2018, 225 pounds, July 2020, 185. A lot of face gains. Had a really crappy past couple days, but looking at my progress makes me a bit happier. Also, can anyone suggest what haircut I should get? MGK says, January 1st, 2020, 258 pounds, to August 1st, 2020, 208 pounds. And thanks for sharing, Featured Narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more weight loss stories and to join our friendly community, the Narwhals. And thanks for watching, Narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.